Hi there, and welcome back to Tradie Business School. It's just me in this episode, Michael McNish. Really glad to have you here today. On this episode, we're going to talk about leads, and a lot of people in the trade profession need more leads. No matter what industry you're in, leads are the lifeblood of our business. And those of us who can generate leads at will typically have a business that's able to scale and grow rapidly. Other people don't have that problem at all, where their problem is managing their team and getting the capacity up because maybe you're turning away work. But this particular episode is really going to be of value to you if you are needing leads. Where do you start? Yeah. So I guess this episode is about marketing. And when we're looking at lead generation, a lot of us will be outsourcing that to another company, usually getting someone to do SEO or looking maybe to do some Facebook ads. Maybe even you're paying to get leads on a per lead basis from a quoting company. There are those companies that might do 3 quotes and then you become one of those people that get those quotes, right? So there are a lot of ways in which you can get leads. And in this episode, I kind of want to drill down into the elements of where I think that you should start. Number one, most of you should have your business based on referrals. So the most important thing that you should be doing to generate leads is how do you get your paying clients to generate you leads? Okay, so number one is referrals. Number 2 is I highly recommend that you use Google. When you're looking for a service provider, most people will go to a search engine now to find you. So number 1, they'll always go to someone that they know and trust, which is their friends and family, hence why referrals. And the second thing is that most people are going to be going to a search engine. Now, if you're going through what they call like a list seller or a lead seller, someone who's going to be giving you the opportunity to get a quote and giving you maybe a cost per lead. Now, they are typically going to be advertising through Google and Facebook. So you can get one step ahead by getting your business onto Google. So you want to be looking for those keywords that people are looking for when they're looking for a service provider like you. Number 2 is Google. Number 3 is you want to make sure that you're known locally. Okay, so when you're in the trades business, you want to make sure that you're networking. You want to make sure that you're getting your name out there in the local community. Maybe join some local clubs, some networking groups, some business groups. You'll be surprised what will happen by just getting your presence out there in the local community. When I was doing marketing for McDonald's, one of the most important things that we got the local business to do was to be seen in the local community by providing sponsorships and supporting local sporting groups and schools, providing encouragement awards. So I'm sure there's a lot of things that you can do in which to think about how can you be seen more locally and have a larger presence in the local community. So there's like 3 immediate things that you can start to do to generate leads. But I guess what we're looking at there is like 3 immediate avenues. I mean, we can add Facebook to that. We can add YouTube to that. We can add direct mail to that. There's so many other things that you can do. Signage is another thing that you can do. Press releases. I mean, you name it. There's so many things. But typically, here's the thing. If you need leads, you just need one thing, a great offer. I'm going to say that again. If you need leads, you just need one thing, a great offer. So if you want people to refer business to you, yes, you can do a great job. But if you can provide them with a referral deal, that's an offer that someone can't refuse, then you're going to get more leads. If you're going to do a Google campaign and get your business onto the first page of a search engine and they're looking for your services, then you need to make sure that your offer is one that stands out above the rest when they're searching for you. That is what's going to generate you leads. If you're going to be seen in the local community and you're going to maybe do some letterbox drops and you're going to do some sponsorships, you're going to put a sign up here and there, you're going to do some stuff out and about, you're going to meet people and give them a card or a flyer, you want to make sure that that's got a great offer on it. If you've got your website, you're doing a radio commercial, if you're doing TV potentially, if you're doing Facebook ads, anything, any marketing that you do, the most important thing that's going to generate you leads is your offer. And I want you to think about this. When you go fishing, if you go to the lake and you have your fishing rod and you have no bait on the hook, how many bites do you get? All right, it doesn't really matter. So how great a fisherman you are, or fisherwoman is, I don't know if that's a word, fisher person. All right, when you go fishing and you don't have bait, then you don't get many bites. So lead generation is all about getting the bites. So think about what's your offer going to be. And that's actually quite the most challenging part of marketing. So everything else is just the channel or the media or the idea. It's just the idea. But what's most important to get the leads that you need is your offer. And that's the sort of thing that you need to develop. You might like to create like a swipe file of competitors that you see. A lot of people, a lot of businesses will start with a voucher or a gift card, right? So you might like to test that. You may like to test value adding with your service. You might like to do like a bonus something when they buy today. Think about what are the benefits that you can add to your offer rather than just say a quote, right? Get a free quote. That is an offer and that may work for you. But if that's generically offered by all your competitors, you may like to think about how can you make that a little bit better and then place that offer. Where can we place that offer? Yeah. So again, with your referrals, let's talk about referrals, right? So number one, the first offer is just refer, right? And that can work. The second thing is you could say, hey, here's some vouchers that you can give to your friends, right? And if they would like to use your service, then you can give them away. So you might like to create like an envelope with some magnets or some flyers, little gift cards in there that they can give away to their friends and family. That can work exceptionally well. But you can go a step further and do the win-win offer, which is like if you refer someone and they sign up and become a client, then you get this as well. So you both win. So they could get a $20 voucher, but you will get a $20 credit as well towards your next service. So it becomes that win-win. That can work exceptionally well, but you need to test, okay? So that's an example of an offer placed in an idea for generating leads. So I'd love to hear from you about what you're doing to generate leads and what's working, and to share with us in our free Facebook group for tradies and general contractors. And if you have questions about your offer, you want some feedback from your offer from other members of the group, then please feel free to share them inside the free group. Or if you'd like to take it a step further and do some of our trainings inside Tradie Business School and get some actual questions answered in our fortnightly calls, then you may like to sign up for Tradie Business School. It's not a lot of money, but either way, you've got a couple of options for you to go down. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you found it really interesting. If you did, I encourage you, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and work on your offers, and you get that right, place in the right place, and you're going to generate leads. That's what's going to work for you. All right. Until the next episode, again, my name is Michael from the Tradie Business School podcast. Over and out. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.